Hello. Today's video I'm going to walk through the submission of a Hive job using the Syncfusion Big Data platform and the studio that we install with it. So the first thing is make sure that your core Hadoop services are running. If you have any questions about how to set it up and get it running, please refer to earlier videos in this playlist which walk through the complete process. So once you have that running, start the studio environment. And the sample I'm going to run is just going to run a query on some data that we have stored on the HDFS file system. So I navigate to the HDFS folder, and then under the data folder, I see a customers folder, and under that I see a CSV file named customers.csv. So I can view that file right from within the studio environment, and I can see that it's just a bunch of rows and with several of these columns here, all comma separated, customer ID, company name, contact name, and so forth. It's not a very big file, it's just a few rows for use as a sample. So I'll now navigate to the Hive tab right here, and on the left side you can see several samples. Many of them use other sample files and so forth, but the one I'm going to run now is this selectvalues.HQL. So it's a very simple job. I have the first line creates a Hive table, Hive external table on top of my customers.csv data folder basically. So external table is in Hive can reference an external file or folder with several files. And you can think of it as table abstraction over a set of data that can be abstracted as a table basically. So in this case, this is comma separated files, and on top of that I'm telling Hive to create a table, and I provided all the fields that are available in on the table basically. So once I do that, I also say that the row is composed of fields that are terminated or delimited by a comma basically. So once I run this, I have a table that I can reference and then query. So this table is named customers in this instance, and then I'm going to run a simple query which selects customer ID, company name, contact name from customers. So I can click on the execute button, and it will go ahead and run the query for me. It's very quick because it's a very small file, and it's also not a complex operation in terms of the actual job. So another quick note here, Hadoop actually provides at this time two different engines to run Hive. So one is the default MapReduce engine, and the other is an engine called Taze basically. So I can easily switch to Taze from within the Big Data Studio environment, and then go back to the editor, and you can see that it set my execution engine to be Taze, and I can run the same query again, and it would now use the Taze engine. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a start with working with Hive, and you can see that several samples are provided, including some of the more involved samples such as using a custom UDF and so forth. So you can walk through the samples or author your own scripts, save them and execute them from within the environment, or have it connected to a real production cluster and then work with it that way. So if you have any questions, as usual, please do contact us through our support system direct track on our website. Thank you.